Welcome to the Tom Bernard Family Podcast with
co-host Catherine Brandt.
Andy Brandt Bernard.
And Kristyn Burt.
and Kristyn Burt. Look at that. There's nobody lined up in the comment section. What
Where
the hell is that all?
Oh, we're a whole minute early. That's probably why we're throwing everybody off, because we're not usually early.
How dare we?
We're usually late.
How dare we? Ladies and gentlemen, Kristyn Burt Entertainment News brought to you by North American Banking Company. Go to nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Well, there's no alarms going off or any of that stuff this morning, so that was good.
That was good.
Yeah, we're okay. We did something very everyday, but new for us. We went to a Crocs store.
I've never bought a
Crocs.
We did. She's not lying.
I'm cooking a lot for the next 2 weeks and standing on a tile floor without some sort of cushy shoe. And also I get really cold feet on the tile floor, so I bought a pair of Crocs slippers.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, they're pretty cute. And they were buy
cute.
one, get one free, because they were like they were the winter season. So, yeah. So right now at your outlet stores, you might be able to buy one, get one free. And then Tom got it looks like a pair of tennis shoes, but they're slip-on
But they're
Crocs.
slip-ons, yeah.
And those were, I think, $74.
Oh, I didn't know they were that much. I thought they were cheaper than
I
that.
didn't think that was very bad, though.
Oh, no, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Very comfortable. That's good.
Yep. I was there with the grandkids when they came down after Christmas, and I did not know Crocs were still a thing.
They're back, actually.
Yeah,
they're back
a
again.
thing, and then they weren't a thing, and now they're a thing again.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And what are the things you stick in the holes? Fibbits? Gibbets?
Gibbets.
Flibbity?
Gibbets?
Yeah, like the little, like you can put little characters, like they're like little pins to put in the holes of the Crocs.
Yeah, so whatever you're into, if your kid is into soccer, you can get soccer ones, or dance, or cheerleading, or whatever. You can, or just
a
little
cartoon
characters.
character. Yeah.
Yep.
A gibbet is an execution device. You know those
gibbet?
like the sticks that go like this, and then you hang people from them? That's a gibbet. So
That's a gibbet?
Not a great name. I don't know.
I thought it was called a hanging
Gibbets.
tree.
Same thing, Jibbitz.
It's Gibbet would be a gibbet.
Well, still.
Okay, this is gibbets.
But it's the
with a
same
Z.
pronunciation. I don't know where they got this word from, but I don't know. Let's see. Gibbets.
Gibbet.
Giblets. Giblets.
giblets.
My mom
Yeah, that's the other
used to
thing.
actually make
Giblets.
those.
Yeah, it's not a pretty word. I don't love it.
It was started in 2005 as a family project by a woman in Boulder, Colorado, who adorned her kids' Crocs with craft items like faux flowers, leading to the creation of the brand to personalize the popular foam clogs.
Huh.
Doesn't really talk about how it got its name per se, though.
Yeah, I wonder.
Because the family's last name was Schmelzer, so it's not.
Schmelzer.
Put the schmelzer on your foot. What a great idea.
So it just says she and her husband Rich glued small items like buttons and rhinestones onto cufflinks and snapped them into the holes, naming them gibbets.
Huh.
Maybe it's just kind of like one of those like widgets and gibbets, and you know what I mean? You like make up those
Yeah.
words.
Yeah. Yeah, possibly. So it's a good company. Is that what we're learning?
Crocs.
I guess
yeah, I mean, I
so.
think people enjoy wearing Crocs, and they were a thing in the. It's funny just how fashion is so cyclical because they were a thing in the early aughts. Now they're a thing again. But if you wore them in say 2012, people would be like, "Why are you wearing Crocs?" You know what I mean?
Well,
You're a
I view them
fool.
as a house or a pool shoe. Not really. I do know people that run around in them all the time, and I'm like, I don't think I would do that. But for the house, so far, they're nice and squishy.
Yeah, Dave,
in-
he says, wouldn't that hurt the top of your foot? Because, I mean, like, you got these buttons in the holes rubbing against the top of your foot.
I think they're smooth on the top.
Yeah, they're smooth.
Yeah.
I think it blends in with the.
It's like flush almost.
It's flush, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's like, Crocs to me are kind of like Uggs. Like Uggs went through a huge fashion. They've gone through a couple of iterations of being like very trendy. But honestly, if you're going somewhere cold or you're traveling somewhere cold, there's nothing better than a pair of Uggs to wear on a plane.
No, especially if you can find the real sheepskin ones still.
Yes.
Yes,
I know there's
those
two,
things.
they split. There's like the family brand in Australia, and then there's the one that they sell here.
Yeah.
All right, we got 2 listener contributions for today.
Oh, here we go. Now we're talking.
Hey.
The first one would be, this was sent in by Charlie.
Whoa.
There you are.
There's
Shorty.
Kristyn and Kareem.
Holy hell. Who is that you're talking to?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah, and just a little fun fact because you can't see my shoes, but I am probably in about a 3.5 to 4 inch heel that day.
Yeah, you were kidding. You literally
I'm
are
not
going
kidding.
like this.
I'm not kidding. 'Cause
Yep.
I mean, like, so that would put me
Yeah.
at say like 5. Let's just say 5, 6.5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would put your eyes at belt height, which wouldn't be good for anything.
Yeah.
No.
Right.
No.
I never wear flats to a red carpet. It's just not ideal at 5'3".
gotta
So
wear
I
stilts.
try and wear heels
Can't you
and stuff
carry
like that.
around a little crate?
You ideally that would be super smart to have an Apple box actually because they use them
Yeah.
a lot in television.
Mm-hmm.
However, oftentimes this is your spot and your Apple
Yep.
box is this big.
Yeah.
There's just not enough room for them. They expect you to be like 4 pounds when you get into your spot for
Oh.
it's the size of an 8x10 paper is really what they
Wow.
allow you.
Oh.
That is small.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, so you need a ream of 8x10 paper you can stand on.
There you go.
Wouldn't
There
that
you
be
go.
great?
It'll be the perfect size and everything. So now
I
you
would
know.
I need like the box of the ream. Of,
Just
Yes.
several reams
Yeah.
stacked together. This other one
well, they
was
sell
sent
them in a
in,
box.
sent in by Corey. This is license plate tab costs across 5 years by state.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so
I
those of
know
you
it
who aren't
too.
watching, so we got North Dakota 465, South Dakota 378, Wisconsin 425, Illinois at 755, Iowa's up there at 2586, and then of course you got Minnesota at 3520.
Yeah, and Minnesota is trying to quadruple them, or at least.
No one will
Well,
do
raise
it.
them again.
People will just
So
stop
is this
paying
for
it.
your yearly registration?
This is 5 years
Your
of
tab.
license tabs. So it's about $700 a year in Minnesota. On it.
me do
This
the
is
math
for a
on
new,
mine.
what did it say at the bottom? A new $50,000 car. So it'd be $700 a year for a $50,000 car.
Quintuple.
Quintuple. No one's paying
Quintuple.
$3,500
That's
a
what
year.
it
They
says.
will just stop paying it. I'm going to tell you right now.
Yeah, probably.
There's no way
Well,
people will put up with that.
I thought that they can't. The police can't pull you over anymore for tabs
They can't?
in Minnesota. Yeah,
Huh.
Can cops do anything anymore in Minnesota?
I know,
or-
for real.
I thought they passed
It's
some
about
law.
$855 for my car in California.
A year or for 5
That's
years?
for 5 years. 5 years.
There you go.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
ours is triple that number.
And
I did
they
the
want-
math.
Yeah, more than that. Quadruple almost.
Quadruple almost, yeah.
Pretty close, yeah. So,
Well, they're
yeah.
trying to find ways of funding everything because there's no money left in Minnesota.
I
Because
know.
it was stolen. And
Well-
they stood there and watched it be stolen.
Well-
Yeah.
So they shouldn't really.
Hey, I want my money back from the Pentagon.
That
Their
too.
lobster and their ice cream and whatever
I
else
agree.
they were doing.
Good luck
Really, I
there.
don't feel bad about giving them a nice meal. When they
$92
work
billion
for nothing.
worth, though.
$92 billion of lobster and ice cream?
Yeah, they had it was a
think-
budget. It was use it or lose it, and they spent it
Oh.
on a grand piano and lobster tails and ice cream
God.
machines.
Yeah, there was an episode of
Then
The
just give it
Office
back to
about
the
that,
people.
where that branch
I
of
know. I
Dunder
was like,
Mifflin.
maybe I don't need to pay taxes this year.
That one branch of Dunder Mifflin from The Office, they had that surplus, and the accountant was like, either we use this money or, they consider that part of the budget for next year. So if we don't spend
Yeah.
this money, then our budget goes up next year, the amount of money we need to pull in. And so Michael ends up buying a fur coat for himself. That's basically what
great.
just happened.
That's Michael.
See, if I were in charge, I would say whatever money you don't spend rolls into your next year's budget, which is going to be the same, and you'll still have more money. So there you go.
Well, but what they're
They
saying
don't
is,
allow it though, because even at
Stupid.
one of the media outlets I work at the end of the year, they're like, okay, do this extra project, blah blah blah, because it's a use it or lose it situation.
right? It's like
Makes sense to me.
what the whole point of the episode is, and what the reason they have to spend all the money on this ludicrous stuff is because okay, so you got a branch, and you're giving them $5 million a year, and then at the end of the year they're like, oh, we got $1 million left over. What you're going to say is, oh, so you only needed $4 million. You're going to pull that million from them because they were under budget, so clearly you gave them too much money. That's how it works. So next year you're only going to give them $4 million, but if that $4 million year was just a really good year, now they're $1 million under budget and they can't buy anything and everything collapses. So basically they're incentivized to spend all the money that you give them.
See, that doesn't make any sense to me because if they're efficient and they've got money left at the end of the year, give it out to bonuses.
Yeah.
And everybody has to prove that they need rate increases for whatever.
Yeah,
I mean
that
it's
would
not
make more
hard
sense.
to
Yes,
prove,
but
what
that's
you need.
not how
And
it works.
bonuses are so. I mean, they don't work the way they used to. You know, it's very rare to get a bonus these days. So
Yeah.
it would be nice to give workers a bonus.
Down here, it's very common to give Christmas bonuses.
Yeah, it is.
But unfortunately, a lot of people wait for their bonus and then quit.
Yeah.
A lot of people are tired of corporate life, and they're like, you know what? Let me get my Christmas bonus and run.
Yeah.
All the comments are right on the money, by the way. While you're talking, I'm reading the comments. Every comment is right on the money. It's just like everything is so incredibly expensive, and we're never told about it ahead of time. It's, oh my God, we're off by $8 billion today. Really? You didn't see this coming, huh?
It's crazy.
People that are commenting today are not very happy with a lot what's going on.
Yeah, it's nuts.
What is that tab thing that just popped up? $80,000?
To buy or $125 a year only for tabs for a $80,000 truck, I think it said.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Where's that?
That's Sea Wolfie.
Tabs
That's
on a
the
one-ton truck in 5 years that cost $80,000 to buy is only $125 a year.
What state? Can't
yeah.
be
What's the? Because he's
Minnesota.
the one who sent in that the thing that I put up, the tabs infographic.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
We got another text in from a listener just now. This one's actually Dave already mentioned these, and he said he's not going to buy them, despite the fact that he should, because he doesn't like Crocs. But
Ham's Crocs,
Oh,
baby.
there you go.
Ham's beer Crocs. Only $55.
$5.
For a little gardening house shoe, they're fine.
Absolutely.
And easy to clean. Easy to clean.
Hose
A
them right
crock
off.
of Ham's.
Yep.
Well, Ham's was the beer of Minnesota for many, many, many
That and
years.
Grain Belt.
No doubt
The
about it.
land of sky blue water.
Yeah.
Wait, is that the right one?
Yep.
Oh, that was
Ham's
Dave who
a
sent
beer
those.
refresh.
He sent in that picture of the Crocs, so it's like a circular reference.
Oh, okay.
I need to.
There you go.
I need to start putting people's contact names in our texts. Dave, there we go.
idea.
Now I know forever.
Yep. There you go.
Not some rando.
Not some. Well, we like texts from randos too.
That's exactly it. So what else is happening, sister? What's going on in Hollywood?
What's going on? Well, it's Oscars week, so I am like knee deep
yeah.
in Oscars, of course. But I think that Liza Minelli has done a juicy memoir that is officially out. Kids, wait till you hear this. And I think it's hilarious when someone just drops all of the juicy stories while all of these people are still alive.
Oh.
So she talks about how she had an illicit drug-fueled affair with Martin Scorsese. That while they were filming the 1977 film New York, New York, which was a bomb, by the way, probably because the two of them were so coked up. They were
Yeah.
both married to other people. And by the way, at the time, she was married to Jack Haley Jr., whose father played the Tin Man in Wizard of Oz.
Right.
Oh my
Which
God.
is, of course, like a very weird circle of Wizard of Oz.
Yes.
With her mom being obviously Dorothy. And it eventually broke up Scorsese's marriage, but she stayed married to Jack Haley for a little while until she and Jack ran into Martin Scorsese, and Martin Scorsese just threw her under the bus and was like, "You're still with Jack? Why are you still with Jack when you're having an affair with Mikhail Baryshnikov?"
Oh, God.
Wow.
Oh, God.
And I was like, "Oh my gosh, I need to get this book."
You need a chart. You'll have to have a
Jesus.
chart. Who's doing who?
Oh,
With
Just
who?
delightful stories, because I was like, I'm sure it was very traumatic for everybody involved, but when you hear it from the outside, it's amazing.
Wow.
yes.
L.A. Nick, who's on the show. Have you been on with him? He was
Yes.
the drummer. He was the drummer for Liza Minnelli for many years.
He must have stories.
Oh, yeah. I
He
bet.
said that she basically didn't look at them, talk to them, or be around them at all.
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
Somebody asked, what is Kristyn or who is Kristyn talking about?
Liza Minnelli.
Liza
Liza
Minnelli.
Minnelli.
I didn't even know she was still alive. To tell you the
Yeah, honestly.
truth. She's got to be getting up there.
It's amazing. Her health has been not in great shape for 20 years.
I feel like she was on death's door years and years ago.
Yep.
Liza Minnelli's only 79.
Oh, really?
I would have thought she would be much older. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Judy
true.
Garland died.
Oh, she was very young when she died, though.
She died a long time ago.
She did.
1969.
young.
She was 47, so
That's
she was
pretty
pretty young.
She was 47?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
From Grand Rapids, Michigan, Minnesota.
Yeah.
Grand Rapids, Minnesota, yeah.
That's
Minnesota.
right.
Yep. Another powerhouse Minnesota talent. That's all we know. You know. Not even a facial expression from you. That's you're like
No, I mean
yeah.
she was incredibly talented and
Oh, she
also
was,
just
yeah.
incredibly troubled. Renee Zellweger did a great biopic on Judy called Judy. She won the Oscar for it. I
Yeah.
think that was 2020. It was so good.
That's right. It was really good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Liza's big problem, in my opinion, was she sounded just like her mother when she sang.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They have that kind of like throaty kind of like
Yeah. I mean,
Sound to
and
their voice.
it's like, well, if I want to listen to Judy Garland, I'll listen to. Yeah, I kind of felt like she never did her own shtick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
although
I
she's
don't know.
fabulous in Cabaret.
Yeah.
Fabulous. She and Joel Grey are amazing in that. Oh, and was it Arthur that she did?
Oh yeah, Dudley Moore.
Dudley Moore, yes.
Yeah, that was a
Yes.
funny movie.
That
was
was
a
a
good
good
movie.
movie. That's probably worth a rewatch.
It probably is.
It's been a long time since I have seen that movie.
What's it called?
Arthur.
Just
remember
Arthur.
Arthur.
Okay. Yeah, I do remember Arthur. Yeah.
Remember?
I couldn't remember what it was
Laugh,
called.
don't cry, I know. That song that came from it too?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's good. It was really funny.
No, it's not. I'm singing the wrong one.
I was
That's
going to say, that
Yeah.
doesn't sound right.
na,
say,
na, na, na,
yeah.
na, na, na. That one.
No.
When you get caught between the moon and New York
York
City.
City.
Is that one?
Oh,
Yes.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's
There
the
it
Arthur
is.
one.
That's the one.
Are you a hooker?
Are you?
What is happening?
That's what.
Are
That
you
was one of the. That was one of the lines.
It was.
Dudley
Arthur.
Moore. Yes. Yes.
I love our listeners.
He's like
honest to
super
God.
drunk. Are you a hooker?
Yes, reminding everyone that Liza was always
greatest.
at Studio 54. She was
Yep.
in that like heyday of that era,
Yeah.
which was just lines and lines and lines of coke.
Yep.
I want you to know what it does for a show when you appear on a show and every day somebody posts something like, "Are you a hooker?" Which I find
It was a
hilarious.
very funny.
It's very
line.
funny.
Yesterday we were talking about penises. This show is going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Deal. You know.
We've hit the wall when.
Don't worry, fun. Don't
Oh,
worry
and the day
about
before that it was dildo. So this whole week has been a mess.
it. People love that, by the way. Apparently, it popped up on YouTube.
Dildo.
Yeah, dildo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dildo.
You just called me a dildo? I heard that.
You called me a dildo.
Yeah, that was
Because
years ago.
of all the names I've been called.
Well, actually, I posted a link to that short on Facebook. Unfortunately, Facebook is
Maybe
like
that's what Dad's on.
half down right now, so I'm trying to
It
see
is,
if I can
yeah.
get the graph that I don't know if anyone saw this, but here we go. I got it. This is the graph of the number of views that clip has gotten over its lifetime. So on the left, it's the beginning when it was first posted, and on the very right is when I posted it to Facebook.
Holy Christ!
It's having a renaissance.
Like straight up.
Yep, literally just
Holy God!
boom.
Like do boom.
So us
I've
bringing
never
it
seen
up
something
on the
like that.
show, it worked for it.
Oh,
I
that's
have
hilarious.
never seen something like that in my life where it just goes straight up.
Yeah, I
There we
went
go. Now-
yesterday at the end of the show. I was like, I wonder if us mentioning that has done anything for that clip. And then I looked and I was like, oh yeah, I suppose it has.
Yeah,
Spikes the
kinda
clip.
Well, now we know what to do every day. Just say some sort of dirty word or something.
Mention one of the
Throw it
old
on
clips.
Do a little short of it, and off we go.
Liza Minelli and her coke.
I mean, honestly, like doing a we react to our own clip kind of segment might not be a bad idea because we have all these clips that are getting made for us and they're doing pretty well on YouTube,
Yeah.
but none of us ever see them. We just kind of like assume that they're good.
Yeah, that's true.
Man, we should check that out. That was great to look at that. That thing, I've never seen one go straight up like
Your
that.
face.
They angle up, but they don't go straight up.
Straight up.
Face.
Like, whoa.
Oh my goodness.
Well, that's good to see, though.
Yeah.
Building an audience here, man. This is powerful. Building an audience by looking at the graphs.
Oh, it was funny.
What the hell else is happening?
So I'm going to talk about this again because it's just we're at like peak AI and it drives me bananas. But Tilly Norwood, the actress who is just AI, she's an AI actress, not real. She's released her first music video called "Take the Lead." It's so bad. The song is bad. If you follow like what's happening with her face, like her freckles start moving, and you just realize they're trying to make Tilly Norwood be a thing so badly, but everyone's pushing back. And if you read the comments on YouTube, people are absolutely nuts about it. So people just hate AI.
Good.
Oh, I
Yes.
do too. It's just well, first of all, biker incident, and what the hell did he say again? Oh, it was an AI deal. You know, they always mispronounce names, constantly mispronouncing names. But this guy sent me a little audio yesterday about. Also on the show that day was Dobie Gilles.
What?
Dobie Gills?
You mean
Gillis?
Dobie Gillis?
Dobie Gillis.
Gillis.
Dobie
I
Gilles.
forgot his name.
Really? Is that what it is? Is Dobie Gilles?
Well,
You see that stuff all the time now, though.
Well, technology isn't all that, it's not the end all be all. Like I mean, there was just an article today that this kid went missing, an autistic kid went missing. They sent in drones, they had all of the night vision goggles, blah,
Right.
blah, blah. They spent 3 hours looking for him. They call in a bloodhound. 15 minutes later, the bloodhound's got him.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So,
Puppy.
let's not always rely on technology for everything.
We
Yeah.
rely on Jude.
I dropped the link to the music video in the chat, so if anyone wants to go and see it. It's
Oh,
so
I
bad.
finally got Jude's estimate for his surgery.
Oh Lord.
Uh-oh.
Guess how
Oh, no.
much?
$5,000
12.
Down.
50.
down.
It's higher than down than less than 10?
Way less.
7.
Than 10.
I said
Way
5.
Less.
3.
Less.
Less than 3?
1,500.
2,200.
Wow.
Really?
I know. I got that. I'm like, he can live. He can live. My dog can live.
That is so fabulous. I know, it's so
is.
funny. I had taken my cat in one day when we were dealing with all of her issues. She's fine now, but they were like 221. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
For what?
She had like fluids. She had been, my poor cat, she had been constipated and had acid reflux. So she was just battling all these digestive issues. We got her straightened away, but they were like $221. I'm like, score.
Yeah, I got some blood work
Sure.
done a couple weeks ago, and we've been waiting for the bill. We're like, there's a $350 bill coming our way, and it was $35. So I don't know if
really?
like insurance companies are realizing that the writing's on the wall or what's going
I
on.
don't know what's going on.
Because there's no
I
way,
remember-
because we're not at our deductible yet. So in the past, there's no way it would have been $35.
I remember when I was getting a COVID test to go to anything because I never did get vaccinated. I remember going in to these places that were just open, I think 24 hours for COVID testing. And I'd go in and they'd say, "Do you have insurance?" They didn't want to know my name. They didn't want to know my
Yep.
address. They didn't want to know anything. I would say no, and then it would be free. And they would never ask me who I was.
Really?
And I'd get swabbed, and that would be it. If you said, I'm pretty sure if you said you had insurance, it would probably be $600 for this
Probably.
swab.
I'm sure.
Well, the government was paying for all of them, so they were just free
Yeah.
at that point, and they were making a fortune off of it.
Well, those weren't the ones that you could just get in the mail. You know, you could
Oh
get
yeah,
an
the ones I would just use my insurance even just to go to.
Oh.
That all of those like little pop up like COVID places, because we had to go to them constantly here in LA because every production would send you to a certain. Like, what were they, like COVID vaccine stores, COVID swab stores? I don't even know. You know what I mean?
it was a testing site. to
Testing
make sure-
site, yeah, that's what you call it. But I mean, and we would have to go to different ones, and sometimes I would get swabbed like 3 times in a day for 3 different productions because they were not using the same company. So they wouldn't carry over. I couldn't carry over like production A to production B. They had to have their specific person. So everyone was making a fortune during the COVID era.
Yes, they sure were.
Yeah.
And how much of it was real?
Yeah, the tests, I don't know.
Yeah.
We took a
I
million
don't know.
tests.
I
and-
had the first time I had COVID, I was really, really sick. The second time, it was like a cold.
Yeah, I don't know if the tests were like the take-home tests. I think those were a bunch of crap.
But I don't know. That's how I noticed that I had COVID. So
Oh, yeah?
with the take-home test,
Yeah.
it lit up like a Christmas tree.
Yeah, Tom, you when you first got COVID, you were vaccinated, got it about a month later. You were pretty sick, and the test was positive.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Seemed
I mean,
accurate
even when
there.
it was light and I had a cold, I did a home test on that second time around, and it still lit up, but I wasn't very sick. But that first time, I hope I never repeat that because that was bad. And then my hair fell out after.
Yikes.
Great. You're on a run.
Yeah, you
It
really got
did.
it,
I went to
Kate.
the dermatologist, and she said a lot of women have an immune reaction to getting COVID. Whatever that particular strain was, I think it was Delta or whatever it was, but it was falling out in clumps in the showers. Awful.
God. The cause of it was what?
COVID.
Yeah, COVID. Because
Really?
you have an immune reaction, your body, because it was fighting something else, it just shocked your hair out.
Well, a
Took
lot
me
of-
like 6 months to regrow. It's terrible.
Yeah, a lot of people had different reactions, like loss of smell, this, that. I mean, a lot joint pain forever. I mean, it all depends.
I just had
Yeah,
a bad
people have to
headache
go
for a
see
day.
different-
That was it. It was a days long headache, and then I was done.
Well, my 94-year-old father was, mild cold for 3
Yeah,
days.
he had like nothing. He was like 94 years old.
That's nice.
So lucky though. That's good,
Yeah.
Because I'm like, what I had was, I mean, it took me 6 weeks to fully recover.
Well, and he got it early, didn't he? Like one of the first strains, which they said were the strongest strains because it gets weaker over time.
Yes.
And he got like the first or second strain. And we were like, oh, well, he's going to
did.
die. And then he was just like, I don't know. I guess I'm coughing a little.
No, they were isolated in their rooms and everything, and he still got it somehow.
Somehow.
Boy, how about the post?
Oh, go ahead.
The post from Lord Darkstrider. Holy Hannah.
I'm an asthmatic fat ass with a compromised immune system that smokes. COVID should have killed me already. Yes, it should have.
suppose.
Yes.
Technically speaking.
Lord,
You
you're
may be
my
right.
favorite. I'm an asthmatic fat ass. Okay, well,
Way to work on that self-esteem.
Yeah, and there was me
Good
crawling,
self-talk.
and there was me crawling on the floor because I was like, I don't feel good at all. I felt horrible.
That's
so.
very weird. Well, I think it's the Three Stooges syndrome from the Simpsons. Whereas if you have so much going on with you, they can't all fit through the door, so they get stuck, and then your immune system doesn't even have to deal with it.
I like it.
I just got a message from a listener that said, it's so nice to hear people, and he referred to it as radio, even though it's a podcast. But he said, it's not, there's podcasts, it's all hard line data now. It's either hard news or it's hard sports or it's hard. So people are saying they love to laugh at the show and they appreciate the show. They get laughs from it. So that's very, very nice.
We got no hard data here.
They got
None.
dildo, they've got
Yeah.
penis references, and Coke.
Yeah, they got it all. That's only when you're on, though.
Well, I know. I was
Classy.
like,
Keep it
what do we
classy.
bring in tomorrow? I was like, what do we miss?
That, though, I do love having a few laughs instead of getting all worked up about, whether the University of Minnesota is going to make it to the blah blah blah. I love sports. Don't get me wrong, and I'll report the sports. I got no problem with that either. But going on and on and on about it, I just couldn't do it. There's no way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Travis Kelce's coming back next season, so we got another season of Taylor Swift.
Oh, boy.
Oh, he is coming back. He's
is.
going back to Kansas City.
He is. He's not retiring.
I didn't know that.
they-
That just happened.
Look at me bringing the sports report. That was yesterday.
Was yesterday,
Are
okay.
they married now?
No, they're not married.
No, they're not
Not
married.
yet. Supposedly the wedding is in June, perhaps. That's the rumor.
I smell a breakup and a new album.
Maybe.
I'm going to say it. I think he's going to cheat on her.
Oh God.
I don't wish it, but,
No.
I like the old saying, how I can prove I've never cheated on my wife? I'm still
You're
alive. Exactly right.
I just,
You're
Still
here,
alive
Tom.
and unwell. Yeah. I didn't say Tom. I was using somebody else's reference there. Yeah, pill.
So I think
think
what's
I'd go
going to
to jail
happen.
for you.
I think what's going to happen is a guy who's identical to Travis is going to show up and claim that the current Travis is
Yeah.
actually his evil twin, who is
Maybe.
tricking Taylor Swift into trying to get married for the money.
Is he a twin anyway?
No.
He's got a brother, I know.
I doubt it.
He's got a lot. He's got a lot of money too. So I'm like,
He
it's
does
not
too.
a money thing.
The evil twin has a lot of money, though. The real one
Evil
doesn't.
twin.
Yeah, there you go.
Fan fiction.
Oh,
I like it.
Kelsey's.
All right, young lady, get back on the track and get some real work done.
Get
some
on that
real
apple
work done.
crate.
Scarpetta's out tonight. Nicole Kidman's new series on Prime. If people are
Excellent.
looking for something new to watch, and
Excellent.
Zootopia 2 on Disney Plus for all you kids out there. Andy,
There you go.
Yep.
Too.
He just goes, yep.
yep.
I don't know. We got all sorts of stuff going right now.
Not too
Ethan's
fired
into-
up about that, are you?
Ethan's into Mighty Monster wheelies. It's like cars, but they're Universal Studios monsters. There's like a Frankenstein truck and a Dracula airplane, and that's what we're watching.
You need to get him to Universal.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. He's not. He's surprisingly
Yeah,
for a kid who freaked out about things for a while. All of a sudden, he just like woke up one day and wasn't scared of fiction anymore. Like there was a while, like we were playing this game called Pikmin, and there was a part where like you go into a night mission, and the monsters have red eyes, and it's that he like had nightmares. And then we watched Sonic 2 before that, and he had nightmares about the Sonic drowning scene.
Oh,
And,
God.
but now he's watching all sorts of stuff, and we're like, "Are you sure you want to watch this? Are you sure?" And it's nothing like, we're not showing him Dawn of the Dead or anything like that. But mild
excited
peril,
now.
mild
They
peril for a
process
4-year-old.
death. They all process death. That's why it's a good idea when you do see something dead, not to like run away. Just be like, "Yep, it died."
Yeah, he's getting curious
Back to
about
life.
that. He's not like the knee jerk, like just fear. He's curious about it and that sort of thing.
Oh, yeah.
So
That'll do it. All right, young lady, we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yes, see you tomorrow morning.
Thanks very much.
Bye.
bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kristyn Burt Entertainment News brought to you by North American Banking Company. Go to nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. We'll take a break, be right back. Josh Rosen will join us.
Yep.
Coming up next. From Bradshaw and Bryant, Michael Bryant. What's up, Allie?
Oh, not much. Doing my usual thing of telling people they shouldn't be texting and driving. In Minnesota, you can't have your phone in your hands. You can use, hands-free, but you can't have your phone in your hands for whatever reason. And that's why they made the law the way they did, so that police officers could see a phone in your hand and you got no excuse for why you got it there.
Do people know that that's the law?
I hope so. I mean, they used to follow it, and then kind of COVID kind of made people forget, and now it's like a freewheeling world out there with cell phones.
Let's say you get pulled over because you do have a phone in your hand and you're not watching where you're going. You got to be in pretty big trouble then, I would guess.
Well, the first one's not as bad. It's the multiple ones, the problem. And once people start stacking them up, then they have a big problem. And then what we're doing in car accidents is we've started bringing motions for punitive damages, because I'm trying to use the civil law any way we can to stop this, because it needs to stop.
Whenever I'd had any problems in my life, who was that I called again? It was like an MB, something like that.
Bradshaw and Bryant.
Ooh, I like that music.
It's funky.
it's good
I
stuff.
like it right there. I got to ask the question to open the door to this interview. Josh, do you get nailed for that hat? Because it might say, it from a distance, it probably looks like it says Donald Trump or MAGA country.
Oh,
Well, then he can go into his Trump impression.
I get double and triple looks. It's a setup. It's a setup. So
I
there's
understand that.
people, they look at it and they're like, "What does Josh impressions mean?" And then I go right into the impressions.
I love it.
Sometimes I trick them though, and instead of doing Trump, I actually give them a Joe Biden impression.
Well, good.
Hey, folks, come on, man. Give me a break. It's great to be on the Howard Stern show.
Thank you. Thank
I
you
don't know.
very
I
much.
think that was way too sensible of a
You
comment.
know the thing
for
with the
Joe.
thing, man.
The
You know
thing with the thing. The thing with the thing. Yes. I know the thing. When did you discover that you could do what you do?
So I've always been a sports fan, actually. So I used to
Right.
mimic the broadcasters when I was a kid,
right.
like
Oh.
Marv Albert, Bob Costas. I live in Miami, so I would do the local Heat guy. And I just, then it was like I knew I had it, and then from there it just just became people I knew, friends, family.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it started with those sports broadcasters.
No, that's wonderful. But one thing that I love about that life, Josh, or the life, I guess it is that Andy, who's the producer of the show, and he's our oldest son, and our daughter Alex, they been around humor their whole lives because of this show. I mean, basically, or the show I did previous to this one. But it's how great it is for Andy. I mean, you and Alex grew up around comedy.
Yeah.
There's no question about that.
We sure did.
I mean, Nick Swardson would come over, and you couldn't sit down for about a half an hour because he'd run around like a lunatic. But yeah, is comedy is it bigger than it's ever been?
So in terms of like it's widespread, yes, but it's also like there's so many niche versions of comedy.
Oh,
like
yep.
Like there's people who are. There's famous comedians that I don't know, that you probably don't know, but they have a following that's huge. So it is more popular than ever, but there's also more comedians that are famous than ever that people don't even know.
Yeah, there's people out there like Melissa watches a few people on Instagram, and I mean these people are getting 1 million views every time they put out a video, and it's like this super insane niche. It's like Midwest parents of numerous children niche. And like these people have giant mansions because they're funding their lifestyle, but putting out a video every week. And it's like, if you're not in their niche, you have never heard of them. Not a chance. And yet there's millions and millions of dollars in it for them.
One of the reasons why I like to go on YouTube, because, Mom goes, oh, God, you're going on YouTube again. Blah, blah. But I ran into a comedian I've never even heard of. I mean, Josh, as you know, I did a morning show for 37 years in Minnesota when it was always tons of comedians on the show and all the rest of it. We're trying to keep that up now, getting more and more comedians on as we go. But just to watch how much it's changed in the last few years. I mean, you can't say it's getting better because it's always been funny. I mean, there are some people, and I'm going about 8 different directions here, but it does bother me that some people have no sense of humor. That does bother me. How do you deal with it?
Yeah,
they don't come?
Yeah, especially like, and I like to imitate the presidents and politicians.
Yeah.
And there are some people who it's like I can't even mention the president's name without them getting like, oh, I'm out.
Yeah.
I can't with that, But it's just parody. It's just satire at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Explain that to me, that if you talk about the president, and I don't care if it's Biden or Trump or who it is, how is that going to affect your life today to that point? Calm down.
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah, I would say I don't like most politicians. I got to be very honest with you. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I like Democrats. I like Republicans. But the psycho part of it you're talking about, I cannot stand.
Yeah, I had so I did a gig a few days ago, which was these are my favorite ones, where it was a private birthday party, and I was hired to play President Trump. And it was a surprise. But I asked the host, give me as much background as you can about the person's birthday and also any audience members, even if they don't like Trump. So that made it even funnier because I was able to pick on, the people who weren't MAGA there, and everyone enjoyed it though. It was a lot of fun. It wasn't, and those are my favorite shows because the audience sort of is like, what you're going to get beforehand.
Right.
Versus sometimes if I'm performing at a comedy club and the audience doesn't know what I'm going to do, you can get some mixed feedback.
Sure.
Josh, do comedians now, and I've asked this question for the past 40 years of comedians, do people give you I say people because men and women do comedy, but I mean, do people appreciate, one of the great things in my life was as a very young kid watching late night television. I think I was only like 9 years old or something, and laughing. I will never forget that. It was a pretty miserable existence, a lot of battling and screaming and yelling, and, it was just nuts. I have turned to stand-up comedy for my happiness for basically the last 65 years. Seriously, it helped me a lot. Do you guys realize, men and women realize what you do for people just to make them laugh, to make them feel better about the world?
Yeah, I hope they do, because that's the whole reason I do it, to get a feeling out of people that's positive. A lot of people are so in their head all the time. So
Oh, yeah.
if you can make an observation that says, "Oh, you know what? That's interesting," kind of cracks them.
How many characters can you play?
I have about 30.
About 30, really?
I would say so. I could go more, but I believe in quality more than the quantity
Right.
of impressions. So like, I'd rather have and I do about 15 regularly, 15 impressions. And I'd rather have like a strong 15 than like an average
Yeah.
100. By the way, one of my best impressions is if I take my hat off, I do
Oh my God!
Oh, my God! That's amazing.
He just turned into Woody Allen.
It's a terrible, horrible existence, Tom. You wake up this morning, I had a ringing in my left, maybe it was my right ear, and I was convinced it was a brain tumor. Just a terrible thing.
Wow.
Oh, you made my day,
Yes,
man.
that
See,
was-
this
I
is
go from-
exactly what I'm
That
talking
was right on the
Oh.
money. Yeah, Woody Allen, boy, there's a lot going on with that guy. Right?
Yeah, there's a lot to talk
Yeah,
about.
a lot going on with good old Woody Allen.
See, but that's what I'm talking about. You just made my day by doing that impression,
That was
because I
hilarious.
love that stuff. Have since I was a little kid, because Ed Sullivan, I guess. Watching Ed Sullivan.
For me, it was Letterman and Leno. That I grew up.
Sure.
And I love both of them. When I was younger, I used to like Leno more. I loved Leno's monologues, but I liked Letterman's interviews.
Mm-hmm.
So
No, I can see
that's
that.
when what I would do is I would watch Leno's monologue and then turn on Letterman.
I guess I didn't realize that Dana Carvey did a whole bunch of impressions.
Oh, he
didn't
does tons of them, yeah.
I forgot all about that. You were watching something and there was Dana Carvey doing. I was like, I forgot about that. It was a long
yeah.
time ago, I guess.
But I've loved them my whole life. I don't know what it is. To watch somebody play another character, I think it signals something in my brain saying, you know what? You can't get stuck in a rut. If somebody can go so far out of the rut to play the part of another person, there's a lot of good openings there, I think.
There's a lot of good openings, and to also, I like to play people that I personally find interesting.
Sure.
So, because if I don't find the person that I'm imitating interesting, it's not going to come across, funny. So, I find Woody Allen very interesting.
Interesting.
Getting more interesting every year.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Whoever's president, I find interesting.
Sure.
I agree with that. That's a very good point, Josh. Like I said, I'm not a Democrat and I'm not a Republican. I've voted both ways throughout my life, and now I don't really vote at all. But, I mean, it's exactly what you're talking about. Just calm down, everybody. Let's have a few laughs and shut up.
Here's a good question from the chat. What's the most obscure impression you can do, whether you show it to the public or not? Yeah, do you have any, like, no one's going to get this, but I'm going to do the impression anyway, just for myself kind of thing?
Yeah, like your high school coach or something
yeah,
that
that kind
nobody
of thing.
knows, but you're really have down.
I have a viral impression, but it's only viral amongst sports fans, and it's Skip Bayless.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
And it is very popular, but if someone doesn't follow sports, they don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And I also do, in the end, you know it and I know it. The Tom Bernard Show has the clutch gene. It's the Michael Jeffrey Jordan of podcasts. It's got more clutch DNA than that guy, LeBrick James.
In LeBrick, yes.
So him, and I also do Mad Dog Russo. Again, though, if people don't know, do you know Christopher Mad Dog Russo?
Oh, sure, yeah. Yep.
Oh, for crying out loud. Larry Bird and Bob Cousy are the greatest players of all time, for crying out loud, Stevie.
Sound a little bit like Mel Brooks.
I suppose in a way. That's
Little bit.
great.
So those are
Gosh,
pretty,
maybe
specific
Yeah.
to that genre.
Yeah. That's true.
And then, of course, I imitate my dad.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, does he love that?
He's grown to like it a little bit. Nobody thinks that that's what they sound like, though. That's
Yeah.
No, you're right. Yep.
You know, it's like, it's kind of funny to hear when people see a reflection of themselves. Other people can be like, wow, you got that person spot on. But the person rarely says, yeah, you got me down. They're almost like, do I really do that?
You know what? You just opened a door for me. I haven't talked about it in a long, long time. Many, many years ago, by phone, it was not in person, I was talking to Muhammad Ali. This is many years ago, because a friend of mine was a really good friend of his, so he teed it up because he knew I was a huge Ali fan. And as a matter of fact, I did a recording as Muhammad Ali that was released, probably 15, 20 years ago, something like that.
At least.
15, 20 years. I
Ali-
think this is more like 30 years ago at this point.
Was it more than 30 years ago? Yeah, you might be right.
I was a kid when was it for that song, the King of the World
Yep.
song?
King of the World.
I was probably like 9 years old, I think, when that came out, maybe even younger.
Yeah, they released it, and I guess it did really well around the world and not that great in the United States. So I pissed
That's
off
what
somebody.
they told you.
Well, that's true too.
They
Yeah,
didn't have to pay you.
I suppose that might be true, but yeah, to be able to do an impression of Muhammad Ali, which I ended up doing a lot in commercials, and like I said, that thing was actually released for airplay. It's just called King of the World. That's the name of it, right?
I think so, yeah.
But yeah, I just like the fact. Why is it that some people can and some people cannot do impressions?
I think, I used to think, well, it's just about getting the voice down, but I think it's like I pick up on a lot of things that mannerisms wise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
I think it's like some people are super aware of things, like the observational. It's observational comedy is what it is.
Right.
Sure.
And I don't know, like I always have, like when I was in school as a kid, like I used to just notice things all the time. Mm-hmm. About the teachers or students, and then it was like 90% of the students wouldn't even pick up on, but I would just see it.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because I want to ask you, how did you see? Because I looked right at the live camera. You look nothing like the impression you did earlier with the hair and the glass. You don't look anything like him. But when you do the impression, you look exactly like him.
Well, it's the glasses and the hair.
The glasses
really.
help a lot, yeah.
No, it's the glasses in the hair.
The glasses and the hair.
When I'm not wearing a hat. And I also do, I do Larry David also, which I can transform into.
Larry David. I love Larry David. A relative.
Pretty good, right? Pretty good.
I don't know. I'm
Be
feeling.
honest, Tom.
I'm
I'm not really a
feeling
fan of coming on these types of shows. Not for me.
Well, that's something he would say. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, the
I think you could
squint.
do Lennon
Like
too.
his
I think you could do
mannerisms.
Lennon.
Lennon, oh yeah.
Feeling a little Lennon.
A little bit, yeah.
A little
bit.
Lennon.
Oh, I love it. It's so. Is there any idea who first realized they could do an impression of somebody's voice? I mean, does it go back 20,000 years? Or,
Are there any impressionists in the Bible? I wonder.
yeah. Hey, Jesus, how you doing?
I think it does. I
Do
I
not
think
mock the Lord.
And then Moses said to God, "Did you ever realize you sound like this?
I do.
Hey, look at me. I'm God."
Yes, my question is this. I'm looking at you right now without the glasses, with your hat on, without the hair sticking out. You look nothing like him. But when you take that hat off and do it, you look exactly like him. I want to say that again. That's amazing that you could see that you could do that impression, because looking at you right now, you don't look anything like him. Not even close. How
No.
did you know you could do that?
Oh, just change my look?
Yeah, change your look.
A
Exactly.
lot of selfies.
A lot of selfies, yeah. When I do like Biden's face, people say they can pick up on it right away.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
Tongue
we
thick.
Yeah.
I guess we just shut down all the naysayers who say that Clark Kent and Superman, everyone would be able to tell the difference. All he does is put on glasses. Well, apparently that's all it takes, right?
There you go.
You know who I'm imitating now?
Donald Trump.
Kind of looked like the president to me. But
Excuse me. It is great to be on the Tom Barnard Show. You know, they say this is going to be the highest rated episode in the history of the Tom Barnard Show.
Mr. President, it's wonderful to have you on board, sir. How's everything going?
Yeah, you did the
Everything's
lip thing.
going great. You know, we're winning in so many ways right now. Stock market's up. We're winning the war like we've never seen in the history of wars. My approval rating is 100%.
100.
Are united. They all love me. We're doing great. The country's never been greater. And I want to thank Tom Barnard for all that success, who's going to be my next Secretary of State, by the way.
Oh, I need a job. That's good. That'd be good.
You're hired.
Thank you, sir. Oh, my God. See, I love it. Absolutely. Was there somebody, like for me, you know, I will now look back on you, having you on the show and having a great time and all the rest of it. Was there somebody way back in the day that inspired you? Was there some impressionist you thought, my God, that's amazing?
Well, yeah, I always loved Caliendo, definitely.
Frank is the best. Wonderful guy.
Especially because he did, you know, people in sports and politics that I love to imitate. Like he would do Madden and Bush, right? So that's like me doing Skip Bayless and Trump. And then also Rich Little.
Oh, God, yes.
Somebody just brought him up on the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
My dad, when I was starting out, used to say, you got to watch Rich Little. He was the guy for many years. So I used to watch, you know, clips of him regularly, and he was a major inspiration.
One of his great lines of all time. He just came off the street, Johnny. It was kind of weird because I was walking along, somebody said, what's your name? He goes, Rich Little. The guy goes, Rich Little what? That's pretty good.
Well, you know who
Rich Little what?
Alex and I went to middle school with, right?
Who?
An Asian kid by the name of Rich Jew.
Yep.
Rich
that was his
Jew,
name.
that's right.
That'd be
His name was
J-U,
Rich-
but still.
Yep.
Rich Jew.
Yeah, we were
I
always
forgot
like,
about
maybe go by
Rich.
Richard. I don't know.
I forgot about that. Nice guy, though.
Yeah? Didn't have any problems with him.
It's a very,
No,
very
he's
common last name.
It
in
is.
that area.
I think it's Korean.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Korean?
I think so.
Josh, you mind if I take a break right here? You can stay
Let's do
for
it.
another segment?
All right.
We will take this break, be right back in a couple of minutes, right after this.
Big news, Apple Valley. The dealership you've trusted for years, Valley Buick GMC in Apple Valley, has a new name. Cunes Buick GMC in Apple Valley. But don't worry, the things that matter the most, they're not changing. You're going to see those same friendly faces there, like Brett Paul. The same local team in sales, service, and parts that's kept the Twin Cities coming back year after year, they're still there. At Cunes Buick GMC in Apple Valley, they're bringing you even more. A larger network of inventory, expanded service resources, and backing of a family-run dealership known for exceptional customer service, quality vehicles, and unbeatable prices. That has earned Cunes the reputation of one of the most trusted automotive groups in the Midwest. So whether you're shopping for your next vehicle, servicing the one you love, or just saying hello, you'll feel right at home. Because while the sign out front is new, the heart of this place hasn't changed one bit. The family just got a little bit bigger. Go say hi to Brett Paul at Cunes Buick GMC in Apple Valley and Cunes GMC in Hastings. New name, same local teams, same commitment to you. Online at CunesAppleValley.com.
Very good. There's a cruise that I've been hearing about from my friends at Heart of the North Tours. Sounds amazing to me. It's the Alaska Cruise Tour. What is a cruise tour? It's a tour that features a cruise that includes a 7-day Princess Cruise tour of the glaciers, combined with glass-topped railway experience and multiple nights at the Denali Wilderness Lodge, including the land meal package. You'll visit Denali National Park, Whittier, Hubbard Glacier, Glacier Bay National Park, and stop in Anchorage, Juneau, Skagway, and Ketchikan. For more information, go to heartofthenorthtours.com or call 1-833-424-2700 to speak to Mike, who is a pro at arranging these amazing tours. A great guy, too, by the way. Really good guy. It all happens August 8th through the 18th, and there are limited spots available, so book now. It's a trip of a lifetime that you don't want to miss. I just thought I'd do an impression of a guitar that wasn't very good.
That was a good impression. It's an impression show, so you know.
It's like I said, is there something about a person, woman, man, little boy, little girl, whatever, that draws them in? Because I remember, and it was on Ed Sullivan, I'm sure, watching people do what you do for the very first time and going, how the hell do they do that? That's amazing that they can do something like that.
Yeah, I think one of the keys also is finding someone to imitate that has a lot of things about them that are exaggerated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, because that's what draws me to doing Woody Allen or Trump or
Sure.
like they have mannerisms that are just like you're almost the work is just observing them. You don't even have to really exaggerate because their personality speaks for itself.
Yeah, they're like real life cartoon characters.
Yeah.
Right. Like when you did the Donald Trump lip thing.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, why does he do that? I don't know.
Truth be told, his lips have always grossed me out. I've always noticed his lips. I'm like, they're so,
there you go,
they're
Captain.
so wiggly. I don't like them.
Well, that's very nasty. That's a nasty thing to say. Nobody's got better lips than me. Believe me. You look at little Marco Rubio. His lips are always chapped.
I love life.
Yeah.
I got to be honest. I love life. There's no question about it. Let's go to Mar-a-Lago for dinner tonight. There you go.
There you go.
There you have it. Jesus, that's what an amazing story. Are Impressionists coming back? Was there a period when it kind of dipped a little bit? That's what I thought. I didn't know for sure, but it appeared, because I've been a huge fan of it my whole life, since I was a little boy. And what caused that dip? And thank God it's coming back.
You're right. There was a dip. And I think what's caused it to come back is actually social media. A lot of impressionists have gone viral. There's a guy who does Howard Stern. His name's Matt Friend. And he kind of blew up online doing that impression. And so, and then like for me, it's been the sports impressions like the Skip Bayless that have kind of taken off. And then we're able to incorporate that on the stage. But, I do think there was definitely a lull for a while. I think a lot of comedians viewed it as like hacky.
Yeah, I think so.
It's not hacky. It takes talent to do that.
Right. And I've learned too that it's not just getting because if you're just doing the impression spot on, people are going to applaud, but they're not going to laugh. You also have to make sure that the jokes are as funny as the voice and everything.
Well, I think that's very wise to add. It's not just about doing an impression. The impression has to be funny or interesting. Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, you can't just like repeat what they said verbatim exactly like them, because it's just like, it's impressive, yes, but it's not really funny. I don't know. It's almost like a magic trick more than anything at that point. It's like, look who I can transform into.
You were watching
like there are like Elvis impersonators, and there's even Trump impersonators that aren't necessarily funny, but they can do the impression spot on.
Right.
I'm going for the funny with the impression.
Mm-hmm. Love it.
Tom, you were watching a YouTube video it was a guy who was a ventriloquist and also an impressionist. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, how is he doing all of this?
I know. It's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, they hide their throat a little bit with the puppet or whatever, because they're working something.
Yeah.
But I don't know how. I mean, he was doing bird songs and all kinds of crazy stuff. You're thinking, how much time does that take to put that act together?
I absolutely love that stuff, though. I'm hoping that humor is returning to people's lives, because people are so damn crabby right now. It's unbelievable. Go out, see a show, see an impressionist.
Yeah, get off the Prozac, go to a show.
Yeah, exactly.
God, already, get happy already.
It's Twitter or X. Like, I don't even read a lot of the comments a lot of times now, because it's just so polarizing on there.
Oh yeah,
no point.
Even if you post like the most neutral thing, I could post like a comedy skit and I get comments that are just like cruel and
really
get a real job. All this.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
God.
Well, I mean, one of Ethan's new favorite movies is Ralph Breaks the Internet, And there's a scene in there where Ralph does a bunch of viral videos to try to make a bunch of money so he can buy a thing. Doesn't really matter what it is. But after making these viral videos, he's making all this money and he's got all these likes and stuff. And then he accidentally stumbles onto the comments section. And he's like, oh, let's see what the people have to say about my videos. I love Ralph. Ralph sucks. He's the worst. Get a job. And then he just like goes into this deep depression. And it's like, it's true. If you read all the comments on anything at all, you're going to get all sorts of that. And if you let them affect you, it's really, really bad.
Yeah, you can't read the comments.
Yeah, don't read the comments, especially on X. That one's, I find, of all the platforms, that one's the worst.
It's bad, yeah. It's real bad.
Why? Okay, so, I don't want to darken the door here. We've only got a few minutes left to go, but I still would like to know, why is it that people cannot be happy for you because you're successful? At comedy, at voiceover, at radio, at television, whatever it is. Why are people having such a hard time being happy for you because you have a talent they don't have?
I think that's it. You have something that they don't have.
Yep.
Right. Keyboard warriors. Yeah.
They're pissed at that.
Why don't you be... Look, I'd like to be able to dunk a basketball, but I can't. So, I'll get over it, but I'll watch you dunk a basketball if you can do it.
Or your other choice would be to go on all of the basketball players' social media sites and be mean to them.
And be mean to them, yes, because they can dunk a basketball.
'cause
Too
some people
tall.
Process it that way.
Why are your legs so long, you freak?
Yeah.
I remember the closest I got is I actually got my fingers over the rim one time. It wasn't enough to hold me up there.
You could have done a layup, though,
Yeah, kind of doing a layup. But is there any information on who might have first come up with impressions? How old is the business? It's got to be thousands of years, I would assume.
Yeah, I think they were doing it in like the caveman days.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like in exchange for food and something.
Yeah.
For a hunk of meat, I'll entertain you guys. It's a form of entertainment.
Well, wasn't that a Mel Brooks bit, the million-year-old man or whatever? It's like people in Cave 36 club their women like this, and that sort of thing.
That's right.
That's right. Probably true.
Probably is. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I just do think, Josh, and I'm very serious about this, we need more prominent comedians and talented people stepping up and say, calm down, everything will be good. You don't have to tell them to calm down, just give them a good reason to calm down, I guess. It just amazes me. Do people want to be angry?
A lot of people do, yeah. They do, yeah. Yeah, they don't have an outlet for their anger, so they use...
a good point.
Yeah. But I actually, what's funny is... When I imitate Trump, like if someone's heckling me at a comedy show, it actually is a good thing because it gives me fuel through that character, to kind of roast them. I love roast comedy too. And I was thinking about this, how like when I play President Trump, I can kind of be like Don Rickles in a way. I love Don Rickles, and I learned so much from watching his videos. But I can't. He's very difficult to impersonate. I've tried.
Yep, he is.
But there's some parts of President Trump in Rickles that are similar.
I could see that.
You see what I mean? Like where you can just kind of go at someone, no filter. So I use that impression to kind of roast people.
But that's good. That's fun. I'm having a good time. You can roast the hell out of me. You got to have a ball. And to be the focus of that kind of attention, that's pretty special.
Right.
If you ask me, it's a good thing. I just love the fact that comedy is doing well. The shows are selling out again. That whole COVID thing was such a pain in the ass. It was unbelievable. But I love seeing people getting back, going through the doors, going to comedy clubs, watching, comedy shows on television. Matter of fact, Josh, this is kind of weird because I, on YouTube, discovered this guy I'd never heard of, and then I found out he's been around in Canada for like 10, 15 years, and somebody told me that in the last couple of years he's gotten popular. His name is, what's his name, Catherine? God, what's the guy's name? Damn it, I can't remember his name now. What was his
I
name?
don't know. You've watched him so many times. I can't
know,
believe
like,
you can't remember his
Is
name.
it Stewart something? He's a
Oh
Canadian
yeah,
guy.
you brought that up the other day, and you
Yeah.
said Stewart, and then we all said Little because obviously, but Stu Francis.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Stuart Francis.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we,
he's
Did you know him
written-
at all?
He's written
I've never
for
seen
some-
him work. No.
He's phenomenal. I'd never seen him work, Josh. It was weird. I've never seen a guy work. He's all over YouTube, but that's the only place I can find him. He was on TV shows. I'd never even heard of the guy, and he's very, very funny. And I'm hoping that people like him, like everybody gets lifted up because we need to laugh a lot more than we have, let's say, in the past 100 years.
Yeah.
I guess. We need to laugh, man. I wish people would understand that.
I'm 100% in agreement, and we got to do it.
We got to get it done. All right, so when he's doing it to me again.
he's back.
I'm not afraid of dying. I just don't want to be there when it happens.
Oh, what a talent that young man is.
Funny.
Didn't understand some of his personal picks, but a couple of things, how that whole deal goes. Where are you appearing next? In the Miami West Palm?
I've got a big show, not a terrible one by any means. March 29th. It's in Pompano Beach, Florida,
Pompano Beach.
which is about an hour south of Mar-a-Lago.
Yes.
And it's going to be a comedy and music show. Should be a lot of fun. I'm the headliner, and it's a really nice restaurant. It's a dinner and comedy show. So if anyone's in the South Florida area, would love if you came out to that March 29th.
God, that's wonderful. Well, you got to keep coming on the show because I need more comedy, man. You're very, very good. And I don't know why, but I one of my favorite things about comedy are impressions. The fact that I was trying to think of who the big impressionist was when I was a young kid, because there was one guy who.
Probably Rich Little.
Well, Rich Little was part of it. There's no question about
John
that.
Viner.
Oh yeah, maybe. But I just keep it going, man, and come back on the show whenever you want. You want to promote a show, you want to come on and, make some comments about how your day's going, whatever it is. We'd love to have you back on.
If you ever do a tour in Minneapolis, make sure you do not do Trump inside the city limits.
Yeah.
Under any circumstances.
Oh, God.
Don't do it.
Joe Biden.
I want you to come out alive. Yeah, you can do Biden. You can do any Democrat president, but don't do any Republican unless you're totally making them look horrible. Then you can do it.
Right.
But outside of Hennepin County, you can go. You could do whatever.
Yeah.
I could do it. All right, I'll stick to Biden and Bernie Sanders.
Yeah. There you go.
Love it.
That'd be perfect.
Well, Josh, come back soon, Pally.
All right, thank you guys for having me.
Thanks for your time.
Bye.
Bye.
We'll take a break, be right back in just about a minute, right after this, right?
Right.
Great.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you about my bank. That'd be North American Banking Company. When it comes to banking, it's all about trust, and that's what you get with them. They've been around since 1998. They've always made it clear they're here to give you a better banking experience with a focus on the local community. And you won't be dealing with some AI chatbot. You'll get straight answers and quick decisions from real people that know you and your situation and are always ready to help. So, if you're tired of the big national banks and want something better, stop by and see my friends at North American Banking Company. Visit nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. I do think it was the Ed Sullivan Show that I first saw an impressionist on. Maybe I was about 5, 6 years old, something like that. I've always loved it. The fact that how they discovered they could do that voice in the first place, how they get to that point. They can do so many different voices so well.
I don't know. I remember in high school, I used to be able to imitate a couple of my friends so well that I could call my other friends up that and pretend I was them for a little. Yeah, and they didn't know.
You try to cheat them out of money? Is that the plan?
No, I never did that. But I tried.
Oh, I never did that.
But so I just think that sometimes you just learn, you can do it. I don't know how you learn.
When I was
It's
12,
like learning how to whistle. All of a sudden, you try it and you can do it.
Yep.
when I was 12, apparently I accidentally used to do an impression of you, Mom, on the phone because people would call the house and I'd answer and they'd be like, "Hello, Catherine." And I'm like, sometimes I'd have a conversation with someone. 5 minutes in, I'd realize they thought that they were talking to you. Because,
Weird.
I had that like prepubescent voice where I
Yeah.
sounded like a woman.
I get, yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, they think I'm my mom. Huh.
Oh, I remember one day you went off to school, and the next in the morning, and in the afternoon you came back with the lower voice, and you grew 5 inches in the daytime. I don't know how it happens.
Apparently
It's
that's how it
fast.
works.
It's fast.
It all works out in the end.
I mean, I'm like, wait a minute, his voice is cracking. It wasn't doing that yesterday.
And if we can get more comedians on the show, I would love it. God, I love having comedians on. Always have, always will.
Yeah.
Yeah, when
Absolutely.
he turned into Woody Allen, I was like, what?
That was, instant transformation.
That was crazy.
That was great.
Yeah.
All right, that is going to do it, Andrew. Good show today, and then we got one tomorrow. Now, what is the take on Easter weekend?
When is Easter weekend?
Yeah. When is
It's
Easter
in 2
this
weeks,
year?
isn't it? It starts to like 2 weeks.
No,
from-
it's a month from now.
Yeah, it's a long way
month?
from now.
Yeah, almost.
It is
It's the 5th.
really?
Yeah, so we got a while.
Oh God, I didn't. know it was
St.
that
Patrick's
long.
Day is coming up. That might be what you're thinking of. That's Tuesday.
Oh, you're thinking of spring break. Or
Oh, yeah,
Something.
it's spring break right now, technically,
Spring
but
break
some
is
places
happening.
spring break is next week. So I don't know.
yeah, there's all of a sudden lots of little kids in the building. So yeah, spring break is happening.
Yeah, Ethan's got school off all this week.
But then Easter, what's Easter called now? You're not allowed to say Easter.
Oh, you can't say
anymore.
Easter anymore. Spring. Spring.
Spring fling.
Fling.
Maybe this isn't spring break. I don't know what this is then.
I don't know.
Winter
It's
break?
isn't it just
winter break maybe. I
winter.
don't know.
By
then-
by April 5th, I hope it's not winter anymore. But you never know.
Well, Easter is. Yeah, I mean it's a religious holiday, and we're not allowed to have those anymore.
That's
And
true.
they
They'll
take off from
rename it
school, so
eventually,
there's
yes.
No way they're calling it Easter.
Yeah, it'll
in
be like
schools.
Spring Observance Day or some crap. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But speaking of St. Patrick's Day, Joe wanted me to let you know that if you go to the unofficial, what's it called, unofficial Tom Bernard podcast fan page on Facebook, something like that.
Oh yeah.
He's got a St. Patrick's Day themed coloring book that he's going to be offering up there.
Who's doing it?
Joe, he's the one who runs that fan page, which gets a lot more traffic
that's
than the
right.
official one. I will tell you that much because they post all the time. And the official one is like, it's where you can watch the live show, and then sometimes I post little fun things. But yeah, if you want to discuss the show, the unofficial page is the way to go because that's all they do is they discuss.
Well, that's good.
But I'm
We like
assuming
that.
we're not going to be taking any time off for St. Patrick's Day because that would make no
No.
sense. Yeah.
Never.
No, probably a day off for Easter though.
Day or two.
Well, yeah, we'll probably take
depending on-
Easter Monday off, but yeah, like I said, we got a
Yeah.
month. Because
Oh, maybe.
I think last
Yeah.
year wasn't it like mid-March last year?
Yeah, it was early.
That's what I
It was really
thought.
early. Well, it coincides with Passover, right? So I guess. Or
The
it's around
earliest
that
possible
time.
date for Easter is March 22nd, because then it's spring, and Easter it's like the first full moon after the start of spring, I think. So
Yeah.
technically speaking, it could be as early as March 22nd. So it could be 2 weeks from now, but it's not.
Nope.
But it's not.
But
It's
it isn't.
not.
All right, Andrew. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.